అదే FDP ఉన్నారని ఉన్నారని మాకు పొద్దున్న చెప్పి నేను సాయంత్రం పంపిస్తాను చూస్తున్నా.
వస్తుంది క్లారిటీ ఉన్న తర్వాత చెప్తున్నాను.
Good afternoon, everyone. I cordially invite Madhusudan sir and Najma madam to deliver a session on effective CO/PO PSO mapping and outcome attainment analysis for outcome-based education. So, I
చేయలేదు.
Yeah, good afternoon, one and all. So myself, Madhusudan. So today I will delivering the session of OBE concepts. Under that, the major key role of OBE concept is criteria 3. That is attainment process. Right? How we can perform to execute the attainments with the Excel sheet. We'll do the session on practical based. Okay. So that is the reason on the FDP we have included a session called effective COPO and PSO mapping for attainment analysis on based on OBE. What is OBE? Outcome based education, right? So how we can measure these OBE? At what basis we have measured these OBE? What we have to take as to measure OBE? Yes.
Assessment of COPs.
Based on student marks. Based on student marks, we have to measure the outcome based assessment, right? Under assessment, so under outcome based education is a student centered educational framework that focus on measuring the student performance through the clearly defined outcomes. Okay, that is the first case of OBE, right? After that, we have to evaluate the course outcomes, right? Based on the continuous assessment and improvement, right? So under this case, we have to define to execute the different type of components, right? So we have to execute the COPO mapping and PSO mapping. We have to define to execute different type of components like COs, right? Make a note. COs, POs and PSOs, right? Based on the COs, POs and PSOs only, we have to measure the attainments, right? Without COs, without POs, without PSOs, it can't be possible to measure the COPO mapping. That is attainment, right? That is the reason after completion of COs, after completion of POs, after completion of PSOs, we have to analyze the attainments. We have to analyze the attainments, right? So these are the different type of components which we measured in the outcome based education, right? After that, we have to demonstrate the POs, right? We have to demonstrate the POs and we have to demonstrate the PSOs, right? What is, so how many marks are there in CIE? Continuous interval evaluation. 40 marks, right? So 40 marks, under 40 marks we can calculate with some set of methods, right? So what are the methods can be identified here? One is mid examination, attainment, third one is theory repeated. Yes or no? Total these values can be identified as a CIE, that is continuous internal evaluation, right? Next, second one, ESE. Directly we can get the marks from the exam rank, we will evaluate the marks, that is ESE How many marks? 60, right? Next comes to laboratory. So laboratory, under that also we can evaluate with 80 marks, right? Under that, two cases, right? One is CIE, second one is CSE, right? Under CIE, how many marks? 40. So under 40, it will be evaluated with 4 types, right? First one is continuous internal evaluation lab, right? That is day-to-day evaluation, 10 marks. Next, lab internal exam, 10 marks. Next, lab activity, 10 marks. Next, lab project, 10 marks, right? So this is the assessment tool which you have to directly we can measure in the case of laboratory. Okay, same we can come to theory and laboratory, right? We can measure the values with indirect also, right? So how we can measure the indirect values in theory and laboratory? After completion of semester, we will take a analysis, that is course and survey, right? Course and survey forms, right? That will be comes to indirect, where a particular course, all of you understood. This is called as course outcomes. Okay, so course outcome can be measured with 100%. Under that, two types. One is the direct assessment, second one is indirect assessment. A course can be executed directly 80%, indirectly 20%. All of you understood, right? Next. Okay. Total attainment calculation. Total attainment calculation can be, we can note. Total attainment calculation can be done with the direct assessment into 0.8. What is 0.8 here? 80%. Right. Next, indirect attainment. Indirect attainment into 0.2. What is 0.2? 20%. Right. This is called as measuring the values of a particular course. Right. Next. Next, course outcome attainments, right? So how we can measure a course outcome attainments? With the addition of direct assessment and indirect assessment, right? A course attainment is a sum of attainment, direct attainment and indirect attainment, right? How we can measure the direct attainment? Just now we discussed, right? How we can measure the direct attainment? We can know, right? Direct attainment is computed based on the marks obtained by students in the respective assessment tool, right? What are the assessment tools? Weight marks, assignment marks, and theory PPT. All of you understood, right? And external examination. Based on this, what are the marks the student will get that we will evaluate as a direct assessment? Okay, as a direct attainment. All of you understood, right? Second one, indirect attainment. Indirect attainment is computed from the course and survey, right? So every semester we will take a course and survey form. Based on this, we will measure the value, right? How we will measure? I will tell you. All of you understood, right? An attainment can be calculated with how many types? Two types. One is the direct, second one is indirect, right? A direct can be measured with the student measured with course and survey, right? Right. While evaluating the COs, POs, and PSOs, what are the mapping levels? What are the mapping levels are there to execute the CO, PO, and PSO mapping? Three levels, right? One is 3. What is 3? Strong. One is 2. What is 2? Moderate. Next one. What is 1? Low. Right. Next 0. 0 means no mapping. Right. Based on this mapping level, based on this weightage levels of the respective levels, we will evaluate the COs, POs, and PSOs. Okay, now total how many levels are there? 3. One is 3. Second one is 2. Third one is 1. Right? What is 3? Strong. Okay. What is 2? Moderate. What is 1? A student will get high marks with your target. That is 3. A student will get moderate marks in your respective course. 2. Right? A student will get less marks in your course with the target. That is 1. Right? So based on this, in our college we are fixed with the targets, okay, of the R22 regulation, that is greater than 55 is target, greater than 55 of the students get more than of target, is 3, right? In between 50 to 54, 2, all of you make a note, this is very, very important. After completion of this session, every department we have to complete the attainments of R22 regulation. R22 regulation based on these measuring levels, right? So what is the high value? 3 that can be evaluated greater than or equal to 55. Okay. Next 2, 50 to 54. Next 1, 45 to 49. Why we are not defined 40 here?
Yes.
That is pass only, right? Less than 40 will get 0, right? So that is the reason we have fixed with the mapping levels as 45 to 49 as 1, right? 50 to 54 has 2. Next 55 above 55 is 3, right? All of you understood? Right. So as we have discussed just now, right? So assessment components of direct, right, with an 80% that will be evaluated with different type of components, right? First component is internal exam, second component is assignments, third component laboratory performance, next one is projects, next one is end semester examination, right? Next. Right. Indirect assessment can be calculated with the course exit survey or course end survey. Next, alumni feedback, employer feedback, graduate survey, right? Now here we can calculate CO indirect assessment with only one indirect value, that is course exit survey. Okay, indirect assessment of a particular course that will be evaluated with the one indirect assessment, that is course exit survey, right? Remaining all are after completion of a program. It means that a person or a student completed their course in a college, okay, then only we will evaluate the survey. Okay, that surveys will be defined as alumni survey, employer survey, and graduate survey, right? This will be comes under POs. What is PO? Program outcome. Okay. After completion of program, we will evaluate the indirect surveys, right? How many indirect surveys we will evaluate as a program exit survey, as a program outcome? 3. That is alumni, employer, and graduate, right? So what we have to measure as an indirect survey of course exit survey, right? This is 20%, right? Now comes to a process of CO attainment, right? So how we have measured the CO attainment? Just now we discussed, right? Tell me, what are the levels are there to execute the CO? Yes, we have to measure the theory course, we have to measure the laboratory course, we have to measure the project, right? So under that we have to execute this certain type of tools. What are the tools has to be execute as a theory? Assignment and internal exam. Okay, if you want you can add theory also, theory PPT also. Okay, next laboratory, rated evaluation, internal exam, lab PPT and lab project, right? Next project, CIE and ESA, right? So based on this we can evaluate the CO.
మీరు ప్రెస్ చేశారు అందుకోసం వెళ్ళిపోయింది.
So we can evaluate this continuous internal evaluation of direct. Okay, continuous internal evaluation of direct. Is it right or wrong? Yes, right. What are the continuous internal evaluation values here? We have to measure the theory course, we have to measure the laboratory course, we have to measure the project, right? Next, based on this, we can evaluate the end semester examination. Is it right or wrong? Yes. End semester examination, under that we can evaluate the COs using the performance in end semester examination, right? Based on this CIE, based on this EAC, we can compute the overall calculation of CO attainment. Is it right or wrong? Yes, later we discuss, right? Continuous calculation of overall CO attainment, right? Whether the CO is attained, target is attained, right? We'll go for next. We'll go for an improvement for next academic year. Okay? If not, we'll produce a committee. Then we can conduct different type of methodology strategies. Then we will improve, right? Like remedial classes, right? Makeup classes, right? Based on this, we'll get a best results on the who are not achieved a target, right? All of you understood? Yes? Right. All of you make a note. Direct CO attainment formula. How to calculate the direct CO attainment? How to calculate the direct CO attainment? Individual CO attainment. So what is the formula of a particular question? CO is equals to student scored above target. Student scores above target by total students. Student secured or scored above target by total students. Total students. Right? This is the calculation of CO. Later we'll discuss. Just you will make a note. Right. This is the computation of CO attainment. Right. A computation of CO attainment can be defined with the two types. One is direct, second one is indirect. Based on this direct and indirect, we can calculate the CO attainment, complete overall CO attainment. Right. Right. What is the computation of CO direct attainment in a course? Right. A direct course can be calculated with two methods. One is CIE, second one is ESE. Right. A CIE can be defined with 40%. A ESE can be executed with 60%. Is it right or wrong? Yes. R22 regulation. 40%, 40 marks plus 60 marks. Yes. Right. That is what is direct assessment in a course. Right. Indirect. Right. All of you make a note of indirect assessment. How to measure a indirect assessment values. Computation of course outcomes, indirect attainment in a course, right? How we have to measure a COs in indirect attainment equal to indirect attainment equal to level 1 into number of students. Okay? Level 1 into number of students attempted plus level 2 into number of students attempted plus level 3 into number of students attempted divided by total number of students. Total number of students, right? In our Google sheet, how many values we have to give? 3, right? First one is 3, second one is 2, third one is 1. How many students have defined a value as 3? Based on this, we will evaluate the level 1, right? Next, level 2. Next, level 3, right? This is the computation of indirect assessment, right? Based on this, we will calculate the overall CO attainment in a course, right? A computation of attainment of a course in the CO attainment in a course equal to 80% of direct plus 20% of indirect. Okay? Right. So this is the just example. We'll discuss in a practical manner. Right? Overall CO attainment. I have taken one course with the values overall equal to 0.8 into direct plus 0.2 into indirect. Right? So what is the value of CO1 and the direct? 3 as per my concerns. Right? So what is the value of indirect as a respective course of CO1? 2.04. Right? How we measure a value? 2.90, 0.82, 3 plus 0.2 into 2.45. Right? So like that we can measure the value of CO1. Like that we can measure the value of CO2. Like that we can measure the value of CO3, CO4, CO5. After completion of all the values as an evaluation, then you will calculate the average. Then you will calculate the average, right? What is an average of the respective course? 2.37, right? Let us say an example. My target is 2.35 in my course DBMS. Target 2.35, right? I have achieved or not? Yes, I have achieved, right? Based on this, you can calculate your COs. Based on this, you can calculate your COs, right? So that is the reason we have included the overall attainment as a course. Okay? Next. Now we'll go for practical session. So all of you please download the Excel sheet. All of you download it. Please download. Theory sample of version 1 I have shared already. Enough. So all of you understood till now what we have discussed? Yes? What is the maximum value of a target? What is the maximum value of a target? 3, right? 3, yes? So based on this, we can define our target, right? Then only we will achieve a value, right? If not, we have not achieved a target. What we have to do? What we have to do? Action. We have to take an action, right? So COs will be changed. Yes. Then our teaching plan will be changed. Is that wrong? Yes. Sheet. So all of you download it. Open the Excel sheet. So all of you write the academic year. Up here you can write 22 onwards. 22 onwards. What is the up to your wish you can write any semester. Okay. 22, 23 first semester and second semester. Like this. Okay. Just I'll explain shorthand. I'll explain you, right? So this is the template for COs. We will measure the COs, right? So tell me, what are the values which we have identified as a CO? Right? So we have to measure the mid-exam, we have to measure the assignment, we have to measure the theory PPT, right? And we have to measure the external examination, right? So under that, based on this, first we will measure the CIE, but that is continuous internal evaluation. After that, we will measure the ES, right? This is the template for. This is a final template for our college. Will decided Auto Tutor regulation as this template. Okay, right? Based on this, we can calculate the attainments of Auto Tutor regulation. Right? Now tell me, what is the value of mid one? Marks. What is the weightage of mid one? 35. Right? What is the weightage of mid two? 35. Yes or no? Right? Based on this, we'll finally we will collect the values as average. Yes? Under 35, it will be defined to execute with 30 plus 5. 30 is for mid examination, 5 is for assignment. Is it right or wrong? Yes. Yes? Right. So this is our template. So already I shared, right? Right. So 5 marks for assignment, right? Next, mid for 30 marks, right? Under 30 marks. So in that perspective also, the pattern will be calculated with the respective COs only. The questions will be calculated with the respective COs only, right? So part A, how many questions? 5 questions. Right? Part A, 5 questions per mid one. Okay? Under that, CO1 will be 2 questions, CO2 will be 2 questions, CO3 will be 1 question. Yes or no? Right? How many marks we have to define here? 2 plus 2. Yes or no? 10 marks. Right? Same thing, it will be happened in part B also. So part B, CO1 2 questions, CO2 2 questions, CO3 2 questions. Under that we will write one answer, one question. Yes or no? So 8 plus 4, right? 8 plus 8 plus 4 plus
4 plus
10. Total 30 plus 5, 35, right? Like that we will measure. So same thing it will be happened in mid 2, right? Under mid 2, CO3 1 question, CO4 2 questions, CO5 2 questions, right? So like that in your external examination also, ESC also, pattern is same, right? Can anyone tell me how many questions are there in part A? 10. Under 10, same pattern. CO1 2 questions, that you remember. CO1 2 questions, CO2 2 questions, CO3 2 questions, CO4 2 questions, and CO5 2 questions, right? Next, part B also. Same. CO1, CO2, CO3, CO4, CO5. It will be measured to total 60 marks, right? Each CO will be measured for 10 marks as part B of ESC. Is it right or wrong? Yes. Right? 50 plus 10. Total how many? 60. Here? 30. Right? Yes or no? Yes. So all of you, next. Theory 50, right? 35. These two can be average plus 5 of theory 50. Total how many marks? 40, right? Now, what you have to do? All of you enter the marks. Random marks you have to enter in mid 1 and mid 2 in your Excel sheet. Already I have given a pattern. Yes or no? Randomly you can register a values. Up to your wish you can register rule number as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. Total 30 students you can enter. 30 or else 20 you can enter. Time is up. No problem. 30 you can enter. 30 students data you can enter now. First you can enter only CO1. Only CO1. All of you understood? You can enter your values of CO1 only. CO1. That means that no need to enter assignment. No need to enter assignment. Only enter the mid 1. 2 plus 2 plus here part B. Part B. Part B. 30 students data you can enter. So all of you entered only CO1 data. Only CO1. Only CO1. CO1. It means that these two columns and this column, either 2 or 3. Either 2 or 3.
3, 4 or 5 or 6 or 7.
All of you entered? 30 students data you can enter fast. 30 student data. We drag this code student roll numbers up to your wish you can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
CO1 only.
Only CO1. CO1 only. So your values will be 8 plus 4 plus 4. It means that what is the value of CO1? 12. Yes or no? Yes or no? CO1 weightage is 12 marks. 12. 8 plus 4, 8 plus 2 plus 2, 12. Yes? Entered up? Completed? Yes. Right. All of you entered 30 students data. Only B21, CO1 only. Only CO1. Only CO1. Completed? Yes. Right. So all of you click on assignment in your tab, in your Excel sheet. ASSN is there. ASSN. Okay. Click on it. Click on it. Right. Under that, you can define a value as only CO1. Only CO1. 1 plus 1. Right. Under assignment 1 also we can evaluate with the COs only. Yes. Assignment 1 can be evaluated with the CO1 2 questions, CO2 2 questions, CO3 1 question. Right. Like that we can define a pattern. Under that also you can write only CO1 values. 1 drag this system. Continue. Done now? 30. Question 1 and question 2. Right? 1 plus 1 fraction. ASSN. Tab as ASSN. Under that only define a value as 1 as a CO1. Yes? Completed? Right. Next comes to theory PPT. Theory PPT. Here also we have defined, we have finalized theory PPT with how many marks? 5 marks, right? Under that, we have to evaluate individual 1 mark with 1 CO. Okay, total how many COs? 5 COs. 5 COs, 5 marks, right? First CO will be evaluated with 1 mark, right? You can drag it for 30 students data. Drag for 30 students data. 1 mark. 30 students data. Drag this around? Yes? Right. Now comes to internal examination. Comes to internal examination. Theory completed in the 1 mark. Right. Comes to internal examination. Right. Now tell me how many marks you have entered as CO1. How many marks you have entered as CO1?
71, 4.
Yes.
3. PPT 1.
How many marks you have entered as CO1?
3 plus 2, 6, 9.
4, 2 plus 8. Okay. 2 plus 8. How many? 12. Plus 2 for assignment. Okay. How many marks? 14. Plus 1 mark for theory PPT. Right. Total how many marks? 15. Now tell me, what is the weightage of CO1 while you are entering the marks in your template? Template. Tell me the final marks of CO1. Final marks. So already we have discussed. How many marks you have calculated? How many marks you have obtained? 15, right? Now tell me, what is the final weightage of CO1? Final weightage of CO1. Yes? So already we have discussed theory. Yes? Final? 8 marks. How? Yes? Okay. We can divide. See here. CO1, how many marks you got? 14, right? Yes or no? without PPT. Without PPT. 14, right? 14 into 5. Each CMO 14 marks, right? 14 into 5. 70. Right? But we have to measure the marks as any marks we want to measure here. Yes. What is an average of mid? Average without PPT. What is an average of mid? Internal is the CIE. 30 or 35? 35. 35.
Assignments included.
Right? Assignment included. Yes or no? Now tell me, what is the weightage of CO1? What is the weightage of CO1? Yes?
20%.
Without PPT, what is the weightage of CO1? Tell me. Yes? 7. 7. 14 by 2. 14 by 2. Right? 7 plus 1. 1 mark for PPT. Right? Total how many marks for CO1? CO1 8. 8 into 5. CO1 8, CO2 8, CO3 8, CO4 8, CO5. Total how many marks?
40.
8 into 5. Total 40. We have to evaluate the CIE for 40 marks. Yes or no? Right? Now tell me what is the weightage of CO1? 8. Right? So we will execute the formula with the help of formula. How many marks you will get? What the value is correct or wrong? Now we will see. Okay? Right? See. Go for CO1. So all of you click on here. All of you click on here. Last. Click on here. Click this up. Now we will measure the value. Right? How we will measure the value? I'll tell you. Right? Equal to all of you. Time equal to sum of SUM sum of equal to sum of CO1. Select CO1. All of you select the
Send off CO1.
particular cell,
Send off CO1.
comma, next cell, okay, comma, next, max of, comma between max, max of either second or third, max of a particular cell. What is the cell of Q2? I16, comma, J16. Okay, bracket close, comma, ASSN. Can anyone tell me what is ASSN?
Everybody
Assignment. Okay, that is association for, this will be associated for next sheet. Okay, next sheet. That is the reason we have included the exclamatory here. Okay, ASSN, exclamator for D17. Let's choose for ASSN. So see here, D17. Okay, is that no? D17 comma D18. D17 comma E17. D17 comma E17. Yes or no? Yes or no? Right? Next, close the bracket by 2. Close the bracket by 2. Okay? Click on enter button. Yes? Close the bracket. E7 bracket close చేయండి. By 2 ఇవ్వండి. By 2 numerical value. By 2. Sum close చేయండి. You'll get a value as 7. Yes? Zoom here.
నోట్ ప్యాడ్ కాపీ నోట్ ప్యాడ్ కాపీ
Also, they put the right. So, that's 7 marks. Also, got it 7 marks. Yes? 7. Also, got the marks of 7. Yes?
ఇక్కడ మిస్ అయిపోయింది జాగ్రత్త కాఫీ
So, also got the marks of 7. Yes? Got the marks of 7. Start now. Formula sum of D16. Your value only C1. D16 plus D16 comma E16 comma max of I16 comma J16. Okay. Bracket close. Comma ASSN exclamatory D17 comma ASSN exclamatory D17. Bracket close divided by 2. Then bracket close as sum. Yes?
మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి ప్రాక్టీస్
Yes? Listen all of you, you will get a average value of CO1. Okay, average value of CO1. Yes or no? D7, D16, comma E16. That is two marks ki mere eన్ని ఇస్తే 2 marks ki 1 ఇస్తే 1 plus 1. 1 plus, let us say an example, all of you see. D16, 1. Right? D17, 1. 1 plus 1. Okay? Next up, I16 or 17. You have given a value as 4. Okay? That means that 1 plus 1 plus 4. Total how many marks? 6 marks. Plus assignment 1 plus 1. 2. Right? 6 plus 2. 8. 8 divided by 2. 4. Right? Your CO1 bit 1 value as 4. Then plus 1 as BPT 5. Got it? All of you got the value as CO1? Yes? All of you understood? Yes or no? Right? So like that you can enter CO2, CO3, CO4, CO5. Do it fast. Same formula. Same formula you can do it for CO2. Right? So all of you define a theory PPT. All of you define a theory PPT. Yes? Now include plus theory PPT, exclamatory D17.
Light में देख पा रहा हूँ तो
Formula. Theory PPT 17. So like that you can enter all theory PPT marks, all assignment marks. Then you can include in your CO2, CO3, CO4, CO5. Do it fast.
same you format again.
So all of you understood? Yes? అర్థమైందా? Right? CO1 will be evaluated for 7 marks. 7 plus theory PPT. Directly we can add 1 mark. Total how many marks obtained for CO1? 8 marks. Under 8 marks, how many marks you have given? That will be calculated. Right? Do it fast for theory PPT. All of you executed CO1? Yes. Anyone having any doubt with the CO1?
Just choose that out.
Formula हो गया. So all of you got the value? Yes? All of you remember in you, right? While associating the values with the next Excel sheet, right? The name will be right? What you have given as a saved value, that name you have to enter as exclamatory. Like ASSN, right? I have saved as the value as capital ASSN. Like that, you can enter in your formula. Then only you will get the value will be associated for that particular cell. All of you entered? Yes? 30 students data. All COs. So we are going so all of you entered 5 marks for assignment 1, 5 marks for assignment 2. Like that, you can enter ASSN 5 marks. Like that, you can enter theory as 5 marks. Theory as 5 marks. Then you can measure to CO1, CO2, CO3, CO4, CO5. Completed? 30 students. Same formula. Same formula. Just famous value F16, comma G16. Yes? Sir, no. What is the formula of CO2? What is the formula of CO2? What is the formula of CO2? Sum of F16 plus G16, comma max of L16, comma M16. Yes or no? So like that you can enter and you can define the execute values of CO1, CO2, CO3, CO4 and CO5. ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು
మార్నింగ్ ఎవరో మీరు ఎవరో
South India. उसके बाद क्या करना
all COs meeting. All COs you can measure with the assignment and theory PPT also. You can include theory PPT and you can include assignment. Then only you will evaluate the CO3. Now tell me what is the CO3 valuation? CO3. CO3. Directly you can enter. Directly you can enter H16, comma B16. Next max of M16, comma N16, comma max of U16, comma B16. F16, G16, sum of separate formula. CO2 sum of F16, G16, max of A16, L16. G16 double Alright, okay. Next, max of A16, L16, assignment F17, G17 by 2 plus DRPPT 17, E17. Completed, huh? 30 students data of all CMOs. Do it fast. Close this. Selected this cell, yes. Completed all of you. Slightly different with the CO3. Yes or no? Why? This will be measured with a bit 1 and bit 2. This will be measured with the bit 1 and bit 2, right? So what is the value of bit 1? So it will be defined with the H16, max of M16, N16. So same as assignment as H17. Next assignment as J17, P16 as bit 2. Right? Next max of U16, P16 closed brackets by 2. By 2. Then you will get a value as whatever the values you have entered, based on this you will get a value. Right? Out of 8. Out of 8. Out of 8. So all of got the value of all CMOS.
Next in the
Simply, you can drag the first cell also, you will get a value. The mark integration cell, simply you can drag a cell to get a value directly. Simply CO1 you can drag it, then you will get a value of the respective CMOS. Respective CMOS. Entered all 30 students data. Completed all CMOS.
మిడ్ టు ఎట్లా సేమ్ సార్
వచ్చేసింది ఫోన్లోకి వచ్చేసింది కింద టోటల్ యావరేజ్
Completed all of you 30 students data. Yes, all COs. Tell me fastly, we will complete this DIRP and the laboratory and total computation of attainment analysis. Attainment analysis. Completed. Operating system. Okay. Track. No need to track. ఎందుకంటే cells different కాబట్టి track చేయకండి. Just you type the formula, then you will get a value. Why? Because cells are different. Cells value also different. No need to drag. Down you will drag cells. Down you can drag it. Cell to cell, don't drag for cell to cell. You can drag for down. You will get a value. Column లో కిందికి డ్రాగ్ చేయొచ్చు, రైట్ సైడ్ డ్రాగ్ చేయకండి.
క్లిక్ చేయదండి ఫార్ములా కనబడుతుంది కదా ఇక్కడ
You can enter your value. You can type your name.
ఇక క్లిక్ చేయాలి క్లిక్ చేసిన వెంటనే ఫార్ములా కనబడుతుంది
equal to 7.
You can justify your value also. If your formula value is correct or wrong, what value you have entered.
K16
ఆగరా Don't drag for cell to cell. You can drag for cell to down only. Cell to down only. Completed. We look for next. You can write a formula. I'll explain it. Right. So this is a measuring of, let us see here. This is a measuring of all CMOs with the respective formula, right? After that, so after that, before we have evaluated R20 regulation with an average of the marks. Now we will evaluate the class average, right? How we will evaluate the class average? How we will evaluate the class average? Class average equal to average of first cell value column to last cell value. How many values you entered? 30, right? Just you can drag it, that's it. Equal to average, what is the cell name? What is the cell name? AB, right? In your template also AB only, right? AB 16. First value can be defined with 16. 16 to 30. 31 will be introduced student. 30. Copy it. The average class average class average CLS class average. Here this is my total value AB 221. You have entered only 30 cells data, 30 rows data, right? You have to enter 30 rows data only. 30 rows data. You will get a class average value. Yes? Got it all of you? Class average.
In the last
Got it? Right. Now see here. Right. This is my target here. Right? What is my target of CO1? What is my target of CO1? 6.9. Okay. What is the target of CO1? 6.9. Right? Who have secured, right? Who have secured more than this class average of the students, right? How many students are secured? 139 students. What is the formula? What is the formula? Count if of AB to the respective cells, right? What are the cells of the respective formula, right? AB 16 to AB 221. AB 16 to AB 221, right? Greater than or equal to AB 223. So what is AB 223? Class average, right? That is the target of CO1. That is the target of CO1. Also got the value. Yes, number of students who have achieved more than the class average. More than the class average. How many students I got? 139 students. Right? What is the formula? All of you note down the formula.
Class average.
Okay? Note down the formula. Count if of respective cells greater than or equal to greater than or equal to class average. Greater than or equal to class average. By class average will be defined in pixel AB 223. AB 223. AB 223. AB 223. Yes or no? How many students are achieved for more than this class average? 139 students. Okay. Now we'll calculate the percentage. How will calculate the percentage? How will calculate the percentage? Right? Achieved students divided by number of students. Right? How many students are there here? 206. How many students are achieved for the respective target? 139. Right? 139 divided by 220. Sorry, 206. Oh.
67
67.
class average.
Number of students.
Sir,
Maybe number of students will stay same. Class
ఇప్పుడు అన్ని మార్కులు క్లియర్గా వస్తుంది.
Total number of students చేశారా? Total number of students. Total number of students చేయండి. Class average అంటే before total number of students చేయండి. Right? Total number of students equal to
30,000.
counting of AB 16 to AB 16 to AB 16 to the respective sales value. The respective sales value. ఇది స్టూడెంట్స్ సెక్యూర్ అని పెట్టి ఆ ఫార్ములా దగ్గర రైట్ కాపీ చేయండి
తర్వాత ఇక్కడ ఇది కానీ number of class average.
ఫార్ములా పెట్టి డైరెక్ట్
Class average.
పట్టుకుని తెలుసుకోవాలి. చార్జీపీ అట్లా ఉన్నాయి ఉండదు కాస్త. రెండు అడుగుతారు. ఒకటి అడుగుతున్నాం. వాటర్ రాస్తుంది.
I'll explain you and I will share the template. Okay, complete value template. See here. Right? See here. So what is the value of a see what is the value of what is the class average here? What is the class average here? 6 point. How will get 6.9?
టోటల్
Average of the respective cell, the respective column. Okay. Next, 139. What is 139? Who have secured more than the target class average? Okay. So how many students are secured? 139. How will get a value? Counting of the total number of cells, comma greater than or equal to respective cell. Right? This is for the respective cell. What is the cell? Class average. For the respective CO1. Right? What is the CO1 value? 6.9. Right? So how many students are achieved for the respective 139 students. Now we'll find the percentage. Right? So see here. Percentage of students who secured marks greater than or equal to class average. Right? So we'll measure. It will be measured with number of students divided by total number of students, right? 139 divided by 206 into 100, right? So what is the value? 67.48, right? So here individual CO-wise target is different, that you remember, right? Don't track for the respective COs. Okay, you will write a formula, right? So see here 6.7, 6.7, 6.7 class average. Average is different, right? Based on this, you will get a value, right? So that is the reason. Don't track for CO1 to CO5. You will write a formula, then you will get a value. This is a class average, right? Based on this, you will get a students, right? Based on this, you will find the percentage, right? What is the percentage of CO1? 67.48. How will you get 67.48? This will be measured with the achieved students divided by total number of students, right? You have entered 30 students data only, right? So let us say an example, in your section 60 students are there. You can enter 60 students data. Okay, why 60? All of you understood, right? Then you will get a value as 67.48. Now tell me, what is the target levels we have identified?
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. What is the 3 value?
5.
55%. What is the 2 value? 51, 52, 54. What is the 1 value? 30 to 41. Right? While seeing this value, you can observe the level. Yes or no? What is the level of CO1?
3.
3. What you can define with the formula. Then only you will get a value. Right? Don't need to enter directly. Right? What is the formula of 3? Right? What is the formula of 3? Max of
Escape.
right. What is the formula of the particular attainment value? Max of, note down this formula. Max if the respective cell greater than or equal to 55. Okay, that value is 3. Next, if, right, the respective cell greater than or equal to 50, value is 2. Next, the respective value, right? If AB, the respective cell greater than or equal to 45, the value is 1, right? So based on this, we can measure the attainment value of the respective course, right? What is the values of the respective course? 67.48%, 58.73, 64, 62, 64. What is the value? All are attempted with the target of more than 55. More than 55. That is the reason the value of the attainment is 3 only. The value of the attainment is 3. All of you understood? Yes. Now I'll tell you a simple method of CO1, how to calculate. Okay? This CO1, all of you remember? Yes. Now I'll tell you simple method of CO1. Open. Book one. Book one. Now, see, this is a simple method of how to calculate the CO1, right? All of you remember, right? Course outcomes. I'll tell you. Then share this number. Okay? CO course outcomes, right? Course outcomes, right? I'll measure the CO1. I'll measure the CO1, right? So with the mid one only, right? Mid one. What is the pattern of mid one? What is the pattern of mid one? Question 1, question 2, and part B, right? This is for part A, this is for part B, right? And assignment 1 is there, and theory PPT is there. Yes or no? Right. See, number of students I have entered 4 students only. Okay. See, what is the weightage of Question 1, 2. What is the weightage of question 2? 2. This is for calculation of only CO1. Remember that, right? What is the weightage of part B? 8 marks. What is the weightage of assignment? 1 mark. What is the weightage of theory? 1. Total how many marks? 14 marks, right? Total how many marks? All of you remember, 14 marks, right? So for the particular first student, how many marks has obtained? 10 marks. See? Roll number 2, 13 marks. Roll number 3, 6 marks. Roll number 4, 11 marks, right? Now, based on this, I will evaluate the percentage. Based on this, I will evaluate the percentage. This is a simple method of CO1 calculation, right? Percentage. How we will measure the percentage?
Average.
Of 10 marks by total marks. Of 10 marks by total marks. What are the of 10 marks? Right, see here. Formula. Average of H7. What is H7? 10, right? By 14. Or else you can write directly G7 also, no problem, right? 14. So what is the percentage value here? 71.43, right? So like that you can drag it. You can drag it. You will get a percentage value of the respective CO1, right? Now we will measure the attainment. Okay. So what is the percentage of attainment? The CO percentage is greater than 55. Attainment is 3. CO percentage is in between 50 to 54. 2. CO percentage is in between 45 to 49. 1. Right. Now see. 71.43. Directly you can enter 3. Right? As the remembering of greater than 55. But you have to enter a value with the formula. Right? But you have to enter a value with the formula. What is the formula here?
Same formula.
Max of if what is the cell name? I. Not I. I of I 7 greater than now greater than or equal to 55. That value is 3. Next, if I7 greater than or equal to 2, value is 2. If I8
Find a
71.4. Now, if I7 greater than or equal to 45, value is 1. Okay, then you will get a values of the respective average. Okay, attainment value. All of you remember, right? What is the attainment value of first student? 3, right? Then you can drag it for all the students, right? Then sum it, right? Then you will get an average. Okay, keep on average. Average. So what is the average? Total number of students by number of students, right? Total value by number of students. Okay. So what is the value? 2.25, right? As per my concepts, I have defined the target is 2.5. Whether the value is achieved or not, CO1, no, the value is not achieved. What you have to do? We have to improve this skills. Okay. This is a simple method of calculating the CO1. Love you understand. Like that you can calculate CO2, like that you can calculate CO3, CO4 and CO5. Okay? Right? All of you understood? How to calculate the CO1? Right. So, maintain the right. So this is for CIE. This is for CIE. Next we will go for external. Right? Same pattern, same values, class average, same formula, you can calculate the external examination. Okay, same formula. Just you will get a values, then you will evaluate the CO1, CO2, CO3, CO4, CO5, then you will get a class average. This will be evaluated for how many marks? 60 marks. Yes, based on this pattern you can evaluate. Okay, 60 marks. Same you can calculate number of students who secured for the respective class average. Next, total number of percentage. Next, attainment value. All of you understood, right? So this is the attainment value of ESE, right? So go for summary sheet. Right now, based on this, so while entering the internal and external, directly you will get the attainment values here. Right? See here. Click on CO1, internal one. See here. Exclamatory of internal. What I have saved as a internal? I capital INTER NAL. Yes or no? Yes or no? Internal exclamatory to AB 226. That means AB 226 is the level of CO 1. CO1 of where? Internal examination. CIE. CIE. Is it right or wrong? Once you check in your Excel sheet. AB 226. In your sheet, 30 students, 30 KL. Right? This is one total. Internal exclamatory of AB 226. It means that total number of students in an internal examination of CO1. Right? What is the value? 3. Automatically you will get what value you have measured. All three is here. All these will be displayed. Right? External. Click on external. 3, 3, 2, 2, 3. Right? Then somebody. 3, 3, 2, 2, 3. Then you will find the average. Right? Average means overall. Okay? Average. 3 plus 3 by 2. Then you will get a value. Right? This is the overall attainment of a particular course. Right? All CO attainments. CO1, CO2, CO3, CO4, CO5. All of you understood? Yes? This is the calculation of direct assessment of COs. Right? Now we'll see the POs. Okay? Go for PPT. This is a calculation of POs. This is the calculation of POs. How will calculate a PO? How will calculate a PO? With the help of COs only we will calculate a PO. With the help of articulation matrix. Right? Without articulation matrix, it can't be possible to calculate the PO values. Right? Without COs also, it cannot be possible to calculate the POs. Right? This is a formula. Right? So here also in PO, PSOs also we can calculate an attainments with two methods. One is direct, second one is indirect. Right? Direct you can calculate calculation with the formulation of COPO and PSO with an articulation matrix. Indirect can be calculated with the three types. What are the three methods? No, alumni survey, employer survey, graduate survey. Right? Based on this, you can calculate the indirect assessment of POs and PSOs. Okay, this is the formula. Whether the value is achieved, it will be go for next batch. If not, the committee will execute and then solve the respective problems. Right? This is the PO attainment calculation. Right? So see the formula. Right? What is the formula for CO to PO? CO to PO. Right? So what is the formula? PO attainment equal to sum of CO attainment into PO mapping level. CO mapping level divided by sum of CO mapping level, the respective PO mapping level. Right? This is a formula to execute the POs with the COs. Right? Next. Right. Let us see an example. I'll tell you with an example that this is a CO1, CO2, CO3, CO4. So what is the attainment value of direct? What is the total attainment value of PO1? 2.8, 2.6, 2.5, 2.7. Right? This is for, tell me. This is for attainment value of COs. Okay. What is the CO1 value? 2.2. What is the CO2 value? 2.6. What is the CO3 value? 2. What is the CO4 value? 2.7. Right. Now we will measure the PO value, PO1 value. Right. What is the mapping level of PO1? 3, 3, 2, 1. 3, 3, 2, 1. Right. Now see the formula. PO1 equal to 2.8 into 3 plus 2.6 into 3 plus 2.5 into 3. Sorry, 2 plus 2.7 into 1 divided by sum of mapping level. 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1.
This is the main formula.
Mapping level. Mapping level. What is the mapping level? 3, 3, 2, 1. Right? So what is the value? PO1? 2.66. Right? 2.66. This is the average value of PO1 with the calculation of COs. Next. Same, we have obtained direct PO attainments with the CO-PO mapping and force-wise attainments. Next program can be executed, indirect can be executed with graduate exit survey, allocated survey and employer survey. So overall attainment of PO, right? Overall can be evaluated with 80% of direct, 20% of indirect. Yes or no? So what is the direct attainment value? 2.7. Right? What is the indirect attainment value? 2.5. I'll tell you with an example. 2.7 into 0.8 plus 2.5 into 0.2. So what is the overall PO value? 2.66. Right? So right. This is a gap analysis. Gap analysis. PO1, my target is 3. PO1, my target is 3. But I have achieved 2.7. What is the gap value? So what is the gap value? 0.28. Right? So like that you can measure the values. Right? Next. So after defining the gaps, we'll go for CQI. What is CQI?
Continuous
Quality improvement. How we will improve the respective courses with the help of not achievements, with the help of you can revise the actions of revise the CO statements, improve the teaching methodologies, conduct the remedial classes, next increase the hands-on sessions, right? Next introduce the MOOCs courses and certification courses, then improve the assessment decisions, right? Based on this you can design, right? Based on this you can get the gap analysis and you will achieve the target. Okay? Next. Excel sheet. So based on this, this is the articulation matrix for the respective codes. Articulation matrix for the respective codes, right? So 3, 3, 3 like that you have identified the articulation matrix, right? This is the CO value, right? How many COs are there? 5 COs, right? Based on this you can measure the values, right? What is the CO1? CO average value? 3, 3, 2.5, 2.5, 3. Same value which will be defined here directly with the help of exclamation teaching. M29. M29. Directly you will get, right? 3, 3, 2.5, 2.5 and 3. Right? We'll measure the PO1 value. How we will measure the PO1 value? 3 into CO1 into 3 plus CO2 into 3 plus CO3 into 3 2 plus CO4 into 2 plus CO5 into 2, right? Divided by sum of PO1. Sum of PO1. What is the value of PO1 of the respective course? 2.83. 2.83. Like that you can calculate all POs and PSOs. POs and PSOs. Okay now? Now R22 regulation, it will be considered with only 11 POs.
12 is not there.
11 POs. Okay now? Right? Like that you can measure PO1, PO2, PO3, PO4, PO5. This is the complete attainment of a respective course. Complete attainment of a respective course. We have measured the COs, we have measured the POs. Right? Right. We'll go for overall attainment. Right? Close it. So all of you understood how to measure the CO-PO mapping for the respective course. Right? We'll see the overall attainment. Typical attainment analysis. 2024 attainment. Final. Right. This is called as a complete attainment of a respective batch. Respective batch, right? A batch can be considered in the direct attainment as 80%, indirect as 20%, right? See here. So, what are the values of algebra and calculus? With all attainments, 2.6 is right? Like that you will get a values, right? Then
Come down.
right. This is an average of PO1. This is an average of PO2. This is an average of PO3. So like that you can define the average values. Based on this average values,
Escape.
based on this average value, we can calculate the direct. How will measure the direct? 0.82 PO1. 0.82 PO1. So F10 to F71. Total CO1 values of the all courses of the respective batch. Right? Next. This is called indirect for all. Here we can calculate the overall. Overall means it will be included the course exit survey, it will be included the program, right, of graduate, alumni and employee. Okay? Total, right? What is an average of the respective courses? 2.65. Then we will evaluate the, then we will calculate the program exit survey, total value overall. So overall will be calculated with
80% direct plus
80% direct plus 20% indirect. So what is 80%? 0.8 into 0.8 into yep 0.8 into 2.36 F73 cell. Yes or no? Plus 0.2 into average 2.65, where the value is defined with F84, right? Then you will get an overall value of the respective PO1. What is the value? 2.41. Like that you can calculate all POs. Okay? All POs and PSOs, right? So this is the calculation of overall attainment of CO, PO and PSOs, right? Next target page. Attainment summary. This is a batch-wise targets. Okay. So as per our department, we have targeted for 1923 batch as 2.30, right? 2.30, right? So how many POs are achieved? How many POs are achieved? 1, 3, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, auto deregulation to 12 POs, right? PSO 1 achieved and PSO 3 is achieved, right? Remaining all yellow color that will be not achieved with the respective target, right? Then what we have to do? We have to continuous improvement, right? Based on this, we'll
moves to conduct.
conduct the different type of strategies. Then we'll perform to execute the next batch. Next batch target is more, right? Now see 2.30, next batch is 2.35. Then we will evaluate the all POs and PSOs, right? Next, like that you can evaluate. What is my target of 21-25 batch? 2.40. Now batch is 22-26. Now we'll increase the target 2.45. Then we'll perform to execute the all POs and PSOs, right? This is a measuring levels of attainments of COs, POs and PSOs.
Now we are deciding the target value, sir. Target value, how you can research a target value?
Based on this student performance, will define a target that you can execute a program. Okay. Thank you.
Very nice session.
So all of you understood?
Yes, sir.
I'll share you. Then I will share the complete attainment process.
You said that graduate survey, some employed survey. Means whatever the form we are filling from that, you are taking that values. That you are not showing the procedure. That you are not showing.
So course and survey kuda meer form fill chepistaru kada. Under that you will define the values as 3, 2, 1 only. Okay. CO1 already The course has to be executed with all COs, right? CO1 you define as a first objective, then define the levels as 3 as high, 2 as moderate, 1 as low, right? Then students selected the respective values, then you will get a measuring values, then you can calculate. How you will calculate a indirect? Level 1 into number of students plus level 2 into number of students plus level 3 into number of students by total number of students. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madhusudan sir. You made the session very beautiful and
Excellent.
Session was very engaged actually. More than beautiful, it was engaged. All were engaged.
Dinesh sir very excited. Thank you so much.
Thank you all for participating. We'll share all the documents in the group. So you can, yeah, all the documents will be shared in the group. Please download them and use it. Thank you.